look at some stuff from last night. I guess I picked three sort of random videos. I haven't watched them yet to see. We'll do this together. Um, what again? Just to reiterate, what I loved about last night was that underneath a ton of duress, underneath just rounds and rounds and rounds, like when you're most vulnerable and tired, and just your footwork stayed good, stayed where it needed to be. And I can't stress enough how great that is. All right, let's get to some of these videos. So I think this will start with Garin doing some work with you, which is fine. Let's take a look.
We're just gonna keep it upstairs. Just a 1, 2, 3.
So you could see. So on that three, I'm just going to turn it down just because I'm sure it'll be the same comments. On that three, your arm went out. So let's back that up a little bit and let's watch where that goes. See that? So your arm goes out to block the three, but you could see that three still just comes in. So it's just a bad position. That's not how you want to block your three. Everybody thinks it is. It's a nice forearm block, but you could see this is on its way to hit you. What I like too, and I'll send this to Garin as well, look at Garin's position. So the right hand, if you throw your three, Garin's hand, all it has to do is just blip, just comes up a little bit and blocks. The knee turn in, the foot turn. So Garin, this is a picture perfect. That's a three. Well done. So you could see here, Heather, we want to be in a better position. It's a bad way to block a three. And Garin's letting you know. Much better. Let's watch that one again. So you already the improvement. Already, look at that. Already the improvement. Perfect. Now, we're going to back up. I want you to look where. So, before we move on, this is a bad position. You've got both hands are away from your head. But what I want to do is I forget what I was going to do. Oh, your left hand when you block your three. So let's take a look here. So let's look at two things. I want you to, first thing, let's watch you take the three on the right hand again, and then we'll watch the other hand. So don't worry, I want you watching this hand. So here we go. Good, well done. Now, let's go back and let's watch the left hand. So let's watch that again. I want you to see where your left hand is. So your left hand is down. Where it should be is I was going to say yeah, it should be sort of up by your chin or your eyebrow. Chin or eyebrow or straight out, just anywhere but down. All right, let's continue. So on that, now that was I was going to say that was a nice, you did a left hand parry for Garin's too, which is that's a thing. I just want to make sure that's what you were trying to do and not the wedge block, which we did go over last night at the end, the wedge block. So I know we're going to see a lot of bad wedge blocks, which is fine. But, and again, just nice positioning. This can be up a little higher, G, but I mean, look at that. Just you get that. This is perfect. The leg goes and then the arm. That's a great three. See on that one how you hit yourself because the hand wasn't on the head. Let's back that up again. So bad place between, and you're acknowledging. I love, by the way, Garin, I love how you're showing her the wrong hand where it should be. But your point is valid. It's just funny to me. And I like this. I like these moments, like when you get a nice little capture as I rewind. Like again, Garin's just got nice positioning, nice posture, nice form. Like any sort of screenshot, it's just good stuff, Garin. So see how you want to press out. You wanna beat his block before it gets near you. And for a hook, it's not a good idea because that hook can fake and then it can take a different trajectory and then your hand's way out in outer space. See how you did that again. All right. This was a funny sketch. All right. So that was that video. Part 1. Let's now take a look at part 2. Let's blow this puppy up. All right. Here we go. Part 2. Good work parrying. Now I'm going to be a little nitpicky. You're just a little tight. Just a little tight. But the parry's sound. Parry's right on. And now we're working that cross. So you're attempting that wedge block. See, that's good. The elbow's coming up a little bit high, which is fine. The elbow can be, it doesn't have to come up that high. You don't have to meet it. You don't have to meet it. You don't have to meet it. So what's happening here is, and this is what we discussed a little bit at the end of last night, you're meeting it. You're force on force. And what we're looking to do is get under it and send it above. Just like we did at the end. So I know we've already addressed this. I just, I know you like the visual and the correction, so that's sort of what we're doing here. I just want to rewind a little bit. And again, so once again, Garin. So, Garin, look at this. Heels off the ground as it should be. The weight's on the ball of the foot. The hip is forward. This is nice and straight. Shoulders protecting here, so if anything's coming over the top, it'll hit the shoulder. And just, this is taking a beautiful trajectory. And look, Garin, where your left hand is. It's right where it should be, protecting the head. So picture perfect is what we would call that. So Heather, your position here, this is a really good position. Your legs are good. You're in a good stance. Look where your right hand is, in the perfect spot. The elbow is up a little bit. And I think it's just a misunderstanding of what we're doing when it comes to that block. This is not terrible. This is nothing bad. I'm being hypercritical, because if he were to drop down, we want to make sure that elbow's down to catch it going to the body. But in the beginning, we're learning how to block that headshot, and I think that this is an absolutely fine position. And I love where this is. I love where the legs are. So everything is really, really good here. Well done. That's where it starts to get a little, we've gone over that, where you're trying to let him punch the forearm as opposed to wedging and flipping that his cross over and up. Good. Captain America shield is great. Like that one. Beautiful. Nice. 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 Not only is the block nice, you're keeping that left hand where it needs to be. If he throws a 3-4, your left hand's right where it needs to be, and you can also counter from there. He throws a 3, you could throw your jab. He throws a 3, you could throw your 3. All good. Excellent job. Nice little shuffle of the feet. Nice job with those hands, too. A little washing of the hair, a little active guard, checking your timing. And now this one's hard. This is your first time dealing with the 3-2, and it's perfect. Boom, boom. That was a little away from the head. This is great. Is that a glove? Is that a glove not near a head? That can't be a glove not near a head. That would be crazy. All right, let's watch what you do with the right hand. See how it dropped there, and then see how you left it out? It's, if she's going to come at you, boom, with that 3, you don't want to leave the arm out there. All right, let's continue. Nice 3-2, G. Boom. That was a nice wedge block. I'm quiet because it's very good work. We've gone over again. We've talked about the wedge block and what to do. So all in all, that was great. So again, excellent stuff. That was better. So as we talk about development, what happened here, our part one round was okay. Our part two round was better. So let's now go to part número tres. Nice job. Now, so what happened here? So in this round, you're doing a 1 2 1 1 2 1 2 3. Then he's doing 1 1 2 1 2 3. What happened here is your arm dropped and you threw your 3 from here. It's just a bad way to throw the 3. So let's watch that again. See how it dropped down there? I wish there was a way, like, I could do it slow motion going back. This is the bad position. So there goes the 2, and look how, if he were to throw a straight right hand, you're getting hit. If he were to throw a right hook, you're getting hit. So we can't let that hand drop down like that. I'm going to leave it here for a second, just to bring that point home, make everyone uncomfortable. Ready? I'm going to be quiet for a second, too. Oh, it's uncomfortable. All right, let's continue. Garin, just look at your shoelaces. All right, here we go. Nice. We're still dropping that left hand a bit. What I like here is that there's a level of comfort. And notice, too, you're not as tight. And that could be either because, it's been a long, so you can tell your punches are getting weaker, which is fine. It's been a long fucking night. But what I really like is you're more relaxed. You're not as tense. You're not so tight. And that's really good. I'm just going to rewind a bit. And again, the punches get a little bit weak, but it's been a long night. So let's just continue. But I like you're loose. You're more relaxed. And obviously I care more about your defense effort than your offense effort at this point. And already you've made the adjustment. Now, let's back up for that. I want you to watch what happens with your right hand when you throw the 3. Good. Let's watch that again. One more time. You can see it's dropping. I tried to catch it where I could, but whatever. But you get the point. It's dropping. Don't let that right hand fall when you throw your 3. And that's something we could fix. Good. So that one was a little bit egregious. Let's go back a little bit. Good. So, perfect. See where it is? And everybody does it. And what we need to do is we strive for the perfection. We're not going to be perfect, but we're going to strive for that perfection. This type of thing, it's unacceptable in that we know better and we have to we got to do the drills and the training that make this less likely. It's going to happen. We need to make it less likely and less likely so that it just doesn't. If you watch more of the video, if you rewind and watch again, and you watch when Garin's throwing his 3, you'll notice his right hand stays at his head. And he's doing the rounds just as long as you are. He's been doing it longer. So he's keeping his right hand up. Believe me, you can ask Garin. His right hand would fall a lot during 3s. We'd have this conversation. You're right. Garin, you get a test of this, and it's really funny to be saying this right now to you here. Every class would be, Garin, you're dropping your right hand in your 3. Garin, you're dropping your right hand in your 3. Garin, you're dropping your hands. It was just, that was just the mantra of the class. So it can't, so for Garin, for your development, and just, I think it's a neat thing, yeah, it works. You do the work, and it works. Do the drills, and it works. Yeah, I think that's neat. I'm just going to leave it there. I think that's really, really kind of cool. Because Garin had the same issue. It took a while to fix, but I'm not saying it's perfect now. But as we're, the video doesn't really lie. All right, that's it. All in all, Heather, really, really good work. You should feel good about it. Again, this is like we're brand new. This is you're brand new to sparring, and I think that to be able to hang in condition wise and to be able to improve as the evening goes on, I think is a huge testament to your character and to your development. It's just all well done, just well done.